Hey everyone, welcome to another D&D player journal. This one's covering out a session earlier on this week from July 2nd. Normally I try and do these recaps the morning after, but it's been a relatively busy week. Jill was off work, so we ended up going out to a zoo and stuff like that. So I'm trying to fill in. Evie's napping now. It's strange for me to be able to do a video on a Saturday morning because I'm normally at work, but Jill's working, so I'm off with the baby, and there we go. So getting into the session, where did we pick up? We were just staying. We were in the middle of the journey uh, Ol- from Aldersport, I think it was, to Castle Burnham, and we'd met a young girl who we saved from a bear, and then we had this bar fight, and we were making our way further up towards the city or town and castle, I don't know, and we were we noticed in the distance there was kind of a ruckus and some caravans were pulled over, and it turns out that there were a group of of Varisians who had their traveling caravans, and they were being harassed by a group of House Drummond cavalry. House Drummond is a Duke of Burnham, I believe, so it's the Duke's cavalry. And as we delved in, it turned out that the Duke's daughter had gone missing a few days before, and they were harassing these travellers to try and like discern if they had any information. But the guards were being a little bit overzealous, a little bit of you know institutional racism in there, that they were just targeting these traveling folk, and a couple of guards were like stood off to a back, but one of them was really going at it, and basically it felt like I was just being baited to try and start this fight, and I was doing my best to role play in character, and I think it went pretty well actually. It didn't feel overly forced. I felt pretty natural. It was a good session for that. I got to roleplay quite a lot, which I actually do enjoy doing, and just trying to like talk this guy down without it escalating because he was itching for a fight. I really wanted to hit him, but then my character is obviously more restrained than I am, so trying to balance that. But it all went pretty well in the end. We A road warden was there as well, and between him and myself, I kind of embarrassed him, so he ran off to the captain, and then um, it kind of progressed from there. That uh, why would these travellers be heading towards the town if they'd kidnapped a girl and all of that stuff? And a little bit of logic prevailed. And after that, so we avoided combat, and the cavalry all trotted off. And yeah, it turned into a relatively light roleplay session. It definitely felt like this was a session for our wizard, who Jeff's playing, and Jeff wasn't there because he was sick, so it was a little bit of a anticlimax for him. There were a really old, wise old gypsy lady who offered to do a tarot reading for us, and we wanted Jeff to pick. Obviously, he couldn't, so we had an out of character table discussion on what to ask, and we decided to go for asking about the missing Duke's daughter, and all of that tied in. So we went for something more immediate and like just bite on the newest plot hook, and then tried to progress a little bit more, move further up into a town. But the NPC, the girl who we'd rescued, obviously a few of us were like, "Is she the Duke's daughter?" And it's like it came out through the tarot reading that she fled and was trying to like find some hidden power or something like that, but was going to be in danger. But then this girl was like, "Well, why are you putting a load of emphasis on this reading? Do you even believe in tarot readings?" And it was pretty interesting I'm saying to Greg, we went out for something to eat last night after work, and saying like, I don't. Were I the DM, I don't even know that I'd have decided. I'd definitely let the players steer how that part was going to go. So we'll see when we get actually into the city proper. I think we left off just outside the city gates, and that's what we're going to pick up this coming week. But definitely see how this session goes. I don't want to go running off because where's that map again? On my pin. Yeah, so we're going to be around here. I definitely don't. We've got to get here and then all the way through here. So I don't want to spend too long just chasing side quests. It's not like there's exclamation points popping up above people's heads, and you've got to force it into getting a perfect completion rate. I don't play role playing games in that way, but we'll see how it goes. If she seems like she's going to be in danger, I'll happily go and rescue her. But I don't plan on like dragging some rebellious teenager back to dad. Another thing that came up, we actually got to chat with the traveling folk, and all of this forest is like bad things happen, and then this forest is even worse. So once we do leave Knightsbridge on this road, it could get more interesting. It would be pretty good fun. I'm looking forward to leaving civilization behind. But we'll see how that goes. And yeah, that's about it. There's not really too much to summarise. Didn't do any fighting. It was very role-playing heavy. I felt like I did fine playing the character. I've been trying to think about the voice and how I want him to sound, and definitely, I think I've still got a picture here. Yeah. So there's I forgot his name now. Conrad Klosterheim. That's the one. Conrad. So I wanted him to sound maybe a little bit older, and but like it's based on a Warhammer figure, so I didn't want to go at a full German accent, but maybe I don't know. So let's see. What I was thinking maybe he would be more clipped in his speech, and definitely have a way of talking where he was relatively firm and also was very specific in what he was asking for, but also considered. So he's got the way of talking, and I don't know really if this would be the voice that I would use, but I thought that this would be how he would talk if he was going to do this. And obviously the fact that we don't really do these voices on the table when we are playing, so I don't know. I'm probably not even going to listen to this back because I'll feel like I've made a fool of myself. But there we go. That is the voice that I was thinking of for Conrad Klosterheim, and we'll see if it ever comes out on the table. Oh dear, how embarrassing. But I suppose that's what I'm here for. Try and be entertaining. And yeah, that's about it. We've kept the video under 10 minutes again, which is pretty good. Looking forward to next session. As we say, I could see us spending quite a little bit of time in Burnham, and actually like trying to recuperate. I wouldn't mind trying to earn some more money because I've got the pelt of the bear that we killed and Jeff skinned, so I want to try and get that made into this tassely bit. Where's my pin gone? Yeah, I want to try and see if I can get it turned into oh no, it goes behind. I'm so bad at this. There we go. So I want to try and get it made into this bit up here, so that I can have a cloak and this, and then all I need to do is get some nice plate armor, and I'll be rocking my character properly. But yeah, that's it. So let me know if you enjoy these videos. Let me know what you think of Conrad's voice and how terrible I am at accents. I already know this. It is known. But there you go. Yeah, I suppose there's not really much else to say. If you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like D&D and this kind of stuff, want to hear more of our thoughts, I do have a new podcast which is on this channel and also on the Dice 8 podcast channel. It should be available through iTunes, Google Play, all of those places. If you search for That's Initiative Podcast, it should come up. But there you go, we're on episode 2 now. We did an episode on party composition. We did an episode on what makes a good session. We're looking at a vote for the next one. I was going to do a choice between the meta story and Fireball, because Greg's got some pretty strong feelings on Fireball as a spell. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you check out the Facebook page when that poll goes up. And yeah, that's it everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.